Welcome dear students. Today we are going to discuss about the phase diagram of a sulfur system. So this is a very classic example of a one component system which shows polymorphism and a solid transformation. As you know that sulfur exists in two different states in solid. One is rhombic, one is monoclinic. Third phase is the liquid phase, liquid sulfur phase. Fourth is the vapor sulfur phase. So according to phase rule, your degree of freedom F should be equal to C minus P plus 2. So we have one component only and phases 3. So degree of freedom should be 0. And why we are choosing phase 3 only? Because the maximum number of phases which can exist in equilibrium are not more than 3. Hence, all 4 phases they cannot exist in equilibrium at a single pressure and temperature. Okay. So two well-known crystalline forms of sulfur are there, rhombic and monoclinic, and they are at equilibrium at 95.6 degree Celsius, which is also known as the transition temperature of going from solid rhombic to solid monoclinic. That means below this temperature, the rhombic sulfur will be present, and above this temperature, your monoclinic sulfur will be more stable than your rhombic sulfur. So looking at this curve AB, this represents the sublimation curve of rhombic sulfur and sulfur in vapor state. That is why it is represented at SR oblique SV. That means they are at equilibrium with each other. So moving ahead at point B, this is the transition temperature as discussed at 95.6 degrees Celsius, at which the rhombic sulfur they changes into monoclinic sulfur, and this is also a triple point at which your rhombic sulfur, your monoclinic sulfur and your sulfur in vapor state they are at equilibrium with each other. So this is represented by SR, which is in equilibrium with SM monoclinic, and which is in equilibrium with SV, that is in vapor state. And this curve BC, this represents the sublimation curve of solid monoclinic, sulfur monoclinic, with your sulfur is in vapor state. And at point C again, this is again a triple point, and between what? Your sulfur solid in monoclinic state, your sulfur in liquid state, and your sulfur in vapor state. So this can be again represented as SM is equilibrium with SL, which is in equilibrium with SV. Now looking at curve CD here, this represents the vapor pressure curve. Vapor pressure curve is between the liquid sulfur and the vapor sulfur. So this can be represented at SL equilibrium with SV. At point D, this is the critical temperature, because above this temperature only the vapor phase exclusively will be present. There will be no liquid sulfur present. And curve BE, looking at curve BE here, so as you can see here, this curve BE, this is inclined away from the pressure axis, and this is the transition curve. Why transition? Because the sulfur in rhombic state is changing into sulfur in monoclinic state, and they are at equilibrium with each other. So decreasing the temperature, your solid monoclinic will be converted to rhombic. Increasing the temperature, your rhombic will be converted to monoclinic. And as you start increasing the pressure, your transition temperature will start increasing, because this inclination is away from the pressure axis. You can also say it like this: if you draw a straight line over here and over here, assuming this temperature is suppose we have 115 degrees Celsius at correspondingly 1.5 atmosphere. So if we increase the pressure, your melting point again will increase, right? Now look at curve CE. So this curve CE, this is the slight inclination away from the pressure axis. So we can also say here that this melting point of fusion curve of monoclinic is again by increasing the pressure, this melting point starts increasing. So this curve CE, this represents the change in the phase boundary of between solid monoclinic and your liquid sulfur. So at reaching at point E, again this is the triple point between your solid rhombic, your solid monoclinic, your sulfur in monoclinic state, and sulfur is in liquid state. So this point is at 1290 atmosphere and 165 degree Celsius. So this curve EG, this is called as the fusion curve of rhombic sulfur, because above increasing the pressure beyond 1290 atmosphere and by increasing the temperature above this point E, you will directly convert your solid rhombic into liquid state. There will be no participation of transition from rhombic to monoclinic. So if we increase the pressure beyond 1290, your solid rhombic is directly converted into liquid state. That is why this curve EG, this is called as a fusion curve of rhombic sulfur. Now we have a metastable equilibria here as well. Looking at the curve BF, the conversion of rhombic sulfur to monoclinic sulfur, we know that this is a very slow process. So if we increase the temperature suddenly, going from like point A to B, if we increase the temperature suddenly, this can goes into BF, this BF curve. So this is a metastable equilibria between the sulfur rhombic and vapor state. Similarly, if we decrease the temperature suddenly from point D to C, we can have a curve like CF. So this is again the metastable equilibria between the sulfur in liquid state and sulfur in vapor state. Similarly, we can also have a curve EF, which is the metastable fusion curve of sulfur rhombic and sulfur liquid. So these curves represents the metastable equilibrium state. So this is all about the phase diagram of a sulfur system. So as we have discussed here, what will be the corresponding, looking at the melting point here at 1 atmospheric pressure, we can say that at this point their sulfur rhombic is directly converted into monoclinic. Again, that means this bivariant system is converted into univariant system, and similarly at this point again, at these points again, your bivariant system is converting into univariant system. So at constant atmosphere, if you start increasing the temperature, your sulfur in rhombic state gets converted into monoclinic state, then it's converted into liquid state, going from 3 different phase boundaries, and finally at this point, that is at 444.6 degrees Celsius, above this point this gets converted into sulfur vapor state. So this is about the phase diagram system of a sulfur system. Thank you.